Hey, so this is the second part of the article, which I just read, highlights the secrets of your ADHD brain, an article that I found in Attitude website. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare. If you go to video 1 or part 1, I mentioned how the ADHD nervous system actually works, right? So how are we wired differently? Now this time I'm going to explain which the rest of the world or the neurotypical's brains, how it works. So when it comes to getting started, deciding what to do, they've got 3 things, okay, that motivates them. So different factors. One is the concept of importance. That's why there is prioritization, right? If you have those techniques that, if you've been told, okay, priority, what's most important, less important, and all that, etc., that works perfectly for them because that's how their brain works, right? There's this thing he mentioned about secondary importance. This just means that they're motivated by an authority figure. So it could be a teacher, it could be your boss, it could be, you follow, let's say, an influencer. So you're motivated because you think and respect that if you need to complete or do a task, or if you want to learn something, then they'll do it, right? The third one is more of the carrot and the stick, or rewards and consequences. And consequences is quite heavier for them in terms of, fear of not actually doing it because of what's going to happen if they don't, right? Now, there's that mismatch. So if you look at the list that I gave for how the ADHD nervous system works, and then with this one, because the world thinks that this is the manual, or this is what is, this is what's normal and what we have to follow. And because our brains are not wired that way, we fail, right? So it's interesting. He mentioned it. He mentioned that when it comes to major decisions, this actually explains why none of the cognitive and behavioral therapies out there for used to manage ADHD symptoms actually have a lasting benefit, because what's happening is that researchers and practitioners see that it is a disorder, that is something that has to be fixed, right? So they use their manual, right, their own set of rules, and go, hey, okay, just imagine if you're trying to fix a car or a phone, etc., and that's how it's built. So of course you've got that manual. Okay, if it's broken, then you have to fix it this way and change whatever gears in it, etc. So it's the same thing as the brain. Okay, there's something wrong with the brain or the nervous system, so let's fix it based on these rules. That's the problem. They're fixing something. That's so interesting. They're fixing something that's not actually broken. We have our own set of rules. We have a different kind of mechanism, so to speak. I can find other analogies, but so that's why it does not work at all. And this is the reason why do not fit in the standard school system. It's rigid, it's so linear. They are forcing us to actually, it is built, right? Not forcing, I don't want to say that, but kind of, it's built on repeating that someone else thinks is important. If it doesn't interest us, it's not going to work, right? A standard job, for example. These organizations are built, or workplaces are built, wherein the boss has to tell you what to do because that's what they deem important. Now, if you're lucky, your boss has ADHD, then probably it will be okay. So again, the rules have to change. And then in terms of organizing, he says that every organizational system out there is built on prioritization and time management. My whole point, right? That's why we don't do well with it. Wiring. And last is the alternatives, hard time choosing between alternatives. So just choose one, just choose. And we, based on importance or whatever. The thing is, for us, it just kind of looks the same. So we don't really know which one is better or not.